Wait, is Mufasa a sequel or a prequel? So I watched Mufasa the Lion King and I actually enjoyed it. Granted, I did go in without any expectations because I knew we were getting a new story in the Lion King franchise, but we were basically revisiting a character that we already knew, but we only knew so little of, which I feel like helped with the film. Luckily for me, I had only seen one trailer prior to watching this screening, and I feel like that definitely helped because I wasn't like bombarded with watching scenes that I had already seen in trailers, you know? Like, that's one of the things that kind of bugs me when I'm watching a movie. I was like, I kind of wish that I wouldn't have seen this in the trailer, you know? But that's a topic for another conversation. Anyways, back to Mufasa. So Mufasa's marketing had me a little bit worried because I feel like I didn't really see it advertised anywhere. I feel like I knew of it because I do go to the movies a lot. And I knew of it because I think I did see an ad or two on YouTube. I know we also kind of had this same dilemma with Moana 2. And it had me a little bit concerned because anytime a studio doesn't really market the movie, it basically means that they don't really have a lot of faith in it, you know? They know what they have and they don't want to invest a lot of money knowing that it's gonna flop and or like critics are gonna hate it. Or maybe our brains are just so wired now that we expect every marketing campaign to be like Barbie and or Wicked. And obviously not every marketing campaign is gonna be huge like those two. So I definitely feel like Mufasa is gonna be a sleeper this holiday season. I know the theaters are fully packed with family films. I know we have Sonic releasing this same week as Mufasa. So I am curious to see who's gonna take that #1 spot this upcoming weekend. Basically, the story for Mufasa is quite simple. The film captures his journey from being an orphan to basically being king. And I do enjoy all the origin stories that we get from all the friendships / relationships that he builds. So even though it's like a new story, I feel like the film was a little predictable at times. I kind of already knew what was gonna happen. But I think that's a problem with having prequels, that we know where the character is gonna end. So we can kind of like, you know, fill in the blanks from their journey from the beginning to where they end up at. The music was not my favorite, but I also didn't dislike it either. I know it's obviously hard to compare anything to the original soundtrack, which is basically untouchable. But as I was sitting in that chair, I was like, please let there be a big standout number or something. I don't know. Spoiler alert, that big number never came. Hold on, I'm trying to think of what the standout song was. I did enjoy the villain one, but I think it was I Always Wanted a Brother. Yeah, I might have to revisit the soundtrack to see if maybe like I'll fall in love with the music without watching the film. Because I feel like that kind of happened with Moana 2. I feel like I kind of enjoyed listening to the music after the fact. When I watched the movie, I didn't like love it at first, you know? But overall, I feel like the film was a little bit of an upgrade from the 2019 live action film. I know there was more emotion with the lions, which is one of the biggest complaints that everyone had from the first live action remake. And to be honest, this was probably a sequel, prequel that we probably didn't need, but I'm not mad at it. But wait, Disney, listen. Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, next. Anyways, thank you for watching. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff to show love to my channel. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I don't know what this is. I did like anyways.